Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about unfortunate love. Lakshmi is happy thinking that Rishi is fasting for her. Meanwhile, Rishi is actually fasting for Malishka. Then Rano and Neha comes to the Obray's house to hatch their evil plan against Lakshmi so that they can destroy Lakshmi's Kabachot fast. Let's continue from there. Rano take Neelam to Lakshmi's room. Grandma is showing Lakshmi and Rishi's picture to the guest ladies there. Neha signals to Rano. Rano asks Lakshmi, what is on your face? Grandma checks and says there is nothing. Rano says something was there. It might have fallen down. Rano tried to make others doubtful of Lakshmi and she asks if Lakshmi forgot to wash her face after eating food. Lakshmi says today, I am fasting so I did not eat. Rano says I have forgotten, I am sorry. Neha makes her handkerchief falls down and she looks at the plate that she secretly kept under the bed. She then asks Neelam if the servant doesn't clean the house properly and says yesterday's food plate is still there under the bed. She shows the plate to Neelam and says Allo Tamata Sabsi. She says it seems that someone has eaten the food silently and in a hurry. Neelam tells Lakshmi that this is the plate of today's food, so how did it get to your room? Grandma asks that where did the plate came from? Neha asks Lakshmi if she has eaten this and Lakshmi is shocked with Rano's questions. Malishka is cooking in the kitchen. She opens the fridge to get the curd. She finds the cake inside and says my favorite cake. She thinks to eat it. She eats the cake and likes the taste. She then realizes that she is fasting and she keeps the cake back. She thinks that I have eaten the cake. What will I tell Rishi now? That my fast is ruined. She then looks at the cake again. Neelam tells Rano that Lakshmi is fasting today, so how can she eat? Rano scolds Neha and says but Lakshmi might be hungry, so maybe she had eaten because she couldn't bear the hunger. Neelam asks, did you eat food, Lakshmi? But Lakshmi couldn't say anything. In Malishka's house, Malishka thinks that since her fast is broken because she had tasted the cake, then she should eat more. She then eats more of the cake and then drinks water and she relaxes. Neelam scolds Lakshmi and says you have broken the fast. If you wanted to break your fast, then why did you keep it? She says you talk big and you have done this. Rano tells Neelam that Lakshmi might have eaten because she was hungry and she pretends and she asks Neelam to forgive Lakshmi. Lakshmi says I did not eat anything. She says I will keep the plate. I don't know who has kept it here. She feels like fainting. An old lady checks Lakshmi and says that her lips are dry, her stomach is empty, and she asks Neelam why did she scold her without thinking. She asks her to trust her daughter-in-law. Lakshmi says anyone can feel like that saying the plate, and she asks the old lady not to scold mommy. The old lady tells Neelam that if Rishi is your son, then he is Lakshmi's husband too, and that makes Lakshmi Neelam's daughter-in-law and her daughter as well. She says this is not a one-year marriage, and she asks Neelam to trust her daughter-in-law. Malishka sees her mom standing there. Kiran asks, what did you do? Malishka says, I saw the cake and I ate it. Kiran says you are in a serious relationship and says Rishi did not force you to keep the fast. You chose to fast for Rishi, so you should have completed it. Malishka says I will say sorry to Rishi and he will not be angry. Kiran asks Malishka to have cake, juice, milkshake and then wipe her mouth and come out. She says Rishi should not know that you have broken the fast. Malishka says the fast is broken, so will something happens to Rishi? Kiran says you are not Rishi's wife, don't be guilty, and she asks her to keep the fast when she becomes his wife. Malishka hugs her mom and thanks her for the cake. Her mom asks her to come out soon. Malishka eats the cake again. Neelam says sorry to the old lady. The old lady says you should be thankful for having a good daughter and a daughter-in-law like Lakshmi, and says whenever your heart is shaking up, you should look into Lakshmi's eyes, and says there is a light of God in Lakshmi's eyes. Grandma asks everyone that how did the plate come here? She says maybe some kid must have kept it here. She says I saw Neha coming out from here. Rano says she came for a minute. Neelam says how did you know? You did not know where was Lakshmi's room before and you came here with me. So how did you know that this is Lakshmi's room? Rano says she thought. Neha says maybe Ayush has eaten the food because she saw him coming out of the room. Rano says she has to go home and wait for her husband. Grandma asks Rano to wait and do the puja in their house. Rano says, but my husband cannot come here because his office is far away. She asks Lakshmi not to eat anything and she goes. Rishi tries to cheer up Malishka and asks if she is fine. Malishka says, I am sorry for overreacting. Kiran asks Rishi to ignore her tantrums. Rishi asks that when will the moon appears because I am thirsty since morning. Malishka bobs and makes an excuse. Kiran asks them to get ready to break each other's fast, even though Malishka has already eaten cake. Later, Lakshmi helps Sanjay in the Kavachot arrangement. Sanjay says you will get tired. Lakshmi says you all are together to take care of me. Karishma asks Lakshmi to be like this, else people will say that we are making you to do work. Lakshmi tells Karishma that she values this fast and she would have kept it even if she doesn't want to. Sonia says, would you have fought with us? Lakshmi says no. Ahana comes there and asks Lakshmi not to feel bad because of Sonia's words. Sonia complains to Karishma about Ahana. Grandma asks that when is the moon appearing on the Google voice search. Neelam comes there and asks Grandma. Virendra says the moon has appeared in Bhopal. Neelam asks if they stay in Bhopal. Ahana and Lakshmi says that the moon has appeared. Grandma asks Virendra not to joke. Virendra says that everyone will be happy today with the moon and not with the gift. Grandma says Neelam has to break the fast, so come upstairs. Virendra calls Rishi and asks where is he. Rishi says that he is coming. Rishi says that it was in the news that the moon has appeared and he asks that where is it. Malishka asks that why did Rishi become impatient. Rishi says I am hungry and thirsty since morning, but you had eaten already. Malishka looks at Rishi. Lakshmi and Ahana says that they had seen the moon. Neelam says everyone saw it but I couldn't see it. Karishma asks Neelam to sit and rest. An old lady asks that where is Lakshmi's husband. Grandma says he is not here. Rishi tells Malishka that you are behaving as if you have eaten food. He says you have eaten your hunger. He asks Kiran if Malishka is looking like fasting and see my condition. I am hungry and thirsty. Malishka says I am not showing it, but I cannot stand too. Kiran goes to bring the lamp. Malishka sits on the swing. Rishi sits beside her. Lakshmi asks Virendra if he wants anything. Virendra asks Sanjay to bring the chair. Lakshmi says I will bring it and she goes to bring it. Virendra asks Lakshmi to keep the chair back and says I asked Sanjay to bring the chair for you. He asks, has your father beaten you before? Lakshmi says yes, but only in my dreams. Virendra tells Lakshmi that if you don't take care of yourself, then I will get upset with you. Lakshmi says sorry. Virendra says I scolded Karishma because she asked you to do work. He asks Lakshmi to look at other ladies and says nobody is doing any work. Lakshmi says sorry. Virendra asks if Ayush taught Lakshmi to say sorry like this. Lakshmi asks if Virendra will scold Ayush. Ayush comes there and says the moon has appeared. All the ladies laughed at him. Ayush calls the band guys and they play doll. Everyone dance. Grandma stops everyone and she asks the dog guys to play again. They play the doll. Ahana and Devika take Lakshmi to dance. Lakshmi feels dizzy and she continues to dance. Virendra and Neelam looks at Lakshmi. Lakshmi suddenly faints and she falls down. Grandma says bring water. Ayush goes to bring the water and they begins to rub Lakshmi's hand. Neelam goes to a side to call Rishi. Rishi tells Malishka that the moon has appeared. We should break the fast. Malishka goes to call her mom and says she will come back. Rishi picks the call. Neelam asks where is he? Rishi says he is there with them. Neelam says where is he? She says Lakshmi has fainted and she asks Rishi to come there and break her fast. Malishka asks Rishi to come and break her fast. Rishi says he will come back soon and he rushes out hurriedly. He sits in his car and he goes. Neelam and Virendra sees Rishi. Neelam asks Rishi to make Lakshmi have water. A song plays in the background. Karishma angrily takes a video of Rishi and Lakshmi breaking each other's fast. Neelam asks Rishi to sprinkle water on Lakshmi's face first because she is unconscious. Rishi sprinkles water on Lakshmi's face. Karishma and Sonia get upset. Lakshmi regains consciousness. Her dupatta flies and falls on her face. Lakshmi opens her eyes and sees Rishi sitting through her dupatta. She smiles. Devika moves the dupatta from Lakshmi's face. A song plays in the background. Lakshmi gets up holding Rishi's hand. Neelam asks Rishi to make Lakshmi have water. Rishi says yes. Rishi makes Lakshmi drink water. Neelam says then make her have the sweet. Ahana gives Rishi the sweet. Rishi makes Lakshmi have the sweet. Neelam says Lakshmi's fast is completed successfully and she is happy. Ahana says sorry to Lakshmi for calling her to dance. Neelam says I asked you not to stress Lakshmi, but you did not listen. An old lady says Lakshmi fainted due to the fast and she has completed the fast with all her devotion and she prays for their togetherness and happiness always. The old lady asks Rishi to keep Lakshmi happy. Neelam asks Lakshmi to break Rishi's fast and make him drink water and then make him eat sweet. Lakshmi gets up and does Rishi's outie. Malishka looks on sad in her house. Neelam also breaks her fast with Virendra's hand. Lakshmi breaks Rishi's fast and makes him drink water. She then touches his feet and she is about to make him eat sweet. But Rishi turns, realizing, asking Malishka to wait for 3 minutes. He doesn't have the sweet and he says he has an important work and he goes. Rishi comes running to Malishka's house and he asks her to come and do the puja. Malishka throws the outie plate away. Rishi asks why did she throw it away. Malishka says everything is ruined now and says you went without telling me. Rishi says I told you before going. Rishi says mom called me and that is why he went there. He says he returned to her after that. Malishka tells Rishi that so because Lakshmi had fainted and that is why he went there. Rishi says yes. Malishka says I told you that it is my first fast and you will break my fast, but you went to Lakshmi and made her have sweet. Malishka tells Rishi that I have become secondary for you. Rishi asks what are you saying? Malishka shows Rishi the video of how Rishi was breaking Lakshmi's fast that is sent by Karishma. Rishi looks at the video and he is shocked. Okay guys, so this is how Rishi was able to break Lakshmi's fast and Lakshmi also broke Rishi's fast. Even though Rishi did not take the sweet, but at least he shall drink water. And the most painful part of this thing is that Kiran, who is Malishka's mom, actually knows about all this and she is supporting her daughter in this evil. Let's put our daughter in Lakshmi's place. Let it be that it is our daughter that they want to marry and throw away after 1 year. Would she have been happy? Anyways, that is people with their selfishness. Thank you guys for watching and I will see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.